Hi everyone. I don't know what the thumbnail was going to look like. I couldn't see it, so if it's a bit wonky, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I just want to share the link to Facebook and to my group, my angel reading group, if I can get in there. So, kind of very cloudy today, but still quite heavy and warm. Oh my god. Everything's not going right today. No, I don't think that's right either. Hope everyone is well and doing good. I think I've that many Facebook opened that I'm getting confused where I am, so I'm going to delete that Facebook page there and try and go into a different Facebook page. Click out of that. And I don't see it. Oh my god. So what will I do now? I'll have to go back into that. No, I don't think that's the right one. New. Okay. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Sharing a group. Okay, maybe that's it. Share. Shouldn't it tell me what group? No, that's not it. Definitely not a fallen angel. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. So, do you know, I'll probably end up having to, I don't remember the name of the group, you see. It's my angel card reading group that I wanted to get into. Oh, lordy. So many tabs, I don't know where I am. I don't know what that is. I am so useless at tech, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, don't know where I am. Don't know what's happening. I don't know how to share to a group, my group on Facebook. And so hopefully everybody is doing well today, and I'll try and link that to my group later on. If I do any card readings, which I will do because I want to find out what the rest of the week has in store. Things are getting very hot and heavy, really, here in Ireland anyway. So I don't know how much I can say either, because it's just everything's weird. And but we went and we got a few more freedoms yesterday. something to her freedoms, but something happened. And I don't know. I don't even know what all these buttons are for. All these little green marks. I don't know. So we'll take out some cards and we'll see what is in store for this week. Oh, okay. 2 fell out already, so. I actually think these are for me. There's a happy change or an addition to the family coming, which I actually think I've been, I think I am having some sort of an addition added to the family. I've been kind of showing that for the last couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks or so. I don't know what it's going to be, what the addition is going to be, but I do know that there's going to be some adding on to my family of some sort. And not to be losing hope, because there is something positive on the horizon that I can't see yet. Sorry, there's my 2 cards, the 2 cards that fell out, which I believe are actually for me. Yeah, that's weird. They don't normally fall out of the box like that. But yeah, I have been kind of half told that there's going to be a new addition to my family. But I haven't been told what it's going to be or who it's going to be for. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen it yet, and like the second card does say that positive. It's going to be positive, but I haven't seen what it's going to be yet, which is actually very true. I have actually got that message psychically, but no, I haven't been told what it is yet. So for the word everywhere, let's see. What have the angels to tell us about changes in our world and our society? I hope the backlight from the ring light isn't blinding people off my glasses. I did be very conscious of that. And if it is, I apologize. I'm trying to see what I feel myself psychically, what I feel. Something I can feel a storm behind me, like black clouds and rain and strange weather behind me. So I feel like all of that is behind us. Whatever we were feeling and whatever we were going through, storm-wise, rocky types of relationships, that's all coming to an end. It's behind me already, so I feel like it's coming to an end, or it has ended. What that has brought to people or how people have ended up on the other side of that, I'm not sure, but I do feel that that's happened already. So other than the storm behind us, what else is there? Greetings. We have to kind of when you greet people, you're hi team psych ward. When you're greeting people, you have to be courteous and not judge other people by how you were expected to judge them. You know how we were told to kind of self-police our communities. Well, we have to stop doing that. That's not where the agenda is going at all, and we have to stop judging people, whether they've agreed to get vaccines, is what people were calling them. We have to stop judging people. We have to stop being one in our communities. It's going to lead to civil unrest if we don't stop doing all that. So it is going to get worse if people start taking that stance. We all have to come together and unite. We have to stop policing our neighbours, our friends, our family. Stop policing your family. That's the worst thing that I think is happening. And there's a lot of it going on. People losing family, friends, and all over this crazy time. And it's ridiculous. And it's happening to everybody, And I wouldn't mind, a few years ago, we were chanting, well, I wasn't, but there was people chanting in Dublin, our freedom, our choice. And they got the vote they wanted. They got the vote the government also wanted, not the people, really. It was just strange how that happened. It was like we were being bullied into doing something that we really didn't want to do. So it was just like, oh, just vote yeah and get over with and be done with it. But now when we're saying our body's our choice, we're not being listened to. It's hate speech and it's blah 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 blah. But a few years ago it wasn't hate speech, and but people have to stop policing their neighbours. Police have to stop policing people as harsh as they have been in this country. So when you meet people, the greetings was, when you meet people, be courteous and kind. Greet them with the same respect that you would expect them to come to you with. And just be kind. Be kind. And love thy neighbour. It's just all I can say. And apart from that, oh, you can't see it. This pen, purple gel pen, and it's going all over my arm all day. What else do you want to tell me? Freedom. Yeah, the Freedom March. A lot of people thought it was anti-whatever march. It wasn't. It was a worldwide freedom march to be free from the oppressive people that are keeping us down. And, a lot of people that were at that march on Saturday, which was a great turnout, by the way, a lot of those people were actually double vaccinated, and they just wanted freedom. Every time you're told a certain something, the goalpost is moved, the goalpost gets moved, the goalpost gets moved. So you have to wonder and you have to think, when is it going to stop? When are the goalposts going to be left there or taken away? And that's what that march was for, a freedom march for worldwide. It was everywhere. So people that were angry about it in Ireland, I saw some yucky comments, and I'm like, that's just rude. And if you have an opinion, keep it to yourself. You don't need to be rude, really. And they just want freedom for the country, freedom for the world, away from these people that are telling them ridiculous. They're not even mandates. They're just suggestions. And if they're only suggestions in the conference centre in Dublin, I still have to look into, is that actually lawful? Because as far as I remember in the Constitution in Ireland, you have to make your laws and your laws and agreements or whatever it is, you have to do it under the roof of the Dáil. You can't do it under a different place. So I'm going to have to look at that into that though, because I maybe in during the early 1900s, maybe that was changed because there would have been leaders that mightn't have got into it all or were threatened if they had gone there. All around 1916 stuff. And so I'll have to look into that. Maybe it was changed, but as far as I'm concerned, I honestly think, in my opinion, that it was actually unlawful to bring in these laws. So that's that. I'm afraid to ask them, have they another message for me in case it actually gets me deeper in trouble. So, what have I worldwide? To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. See, sometimes I know I do pull the cards, but that's just confirmation for me, because whatever they tell me, I like to have it confirmed by the cards, because people are just, they can be rude and yucky. Hi, Watts Island. Hi, Pocket Money. I don't know who you are. I can't even see. So yeah, this is actually just what I'm after saying. When you're greeting people, be kind, be courteous, and treat them with the compassion that you should want them to treat you. Do unto others as you would like to have done unto you. So to help heal this global problem. Okay, Mama Bear. Oh my God. So be compassionate to other people. And anyway, you don't even know what these people are going through, or having problems with. So don't be nasty. Don't be horrible. Don't be yuck, because that's just not nice. Like, there could be people in my situation who have autoimmune diseases, and there's the top side effect is Guillain-Barré side effect from the injections, and it's an autoimmune disease that attacks your nervous system and your blood and your blah 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 blah. Well, that's what two of my main vasculitis. And no, that's not as above as below. So don't even. All right, that's just saying the number 2, not anything satanic. It's the number 2. So yeah, the 2 main vasculitis I have, the blood isn't working correctly. My nervous system is being attacked. I have to go for an MRI to see, is it gone? Has it spread? And because of that, my kidneys and anything that has nerve endings and anything that has a blood supply to it is problematic. So I do not want, or nor do I need, to get Guillain-Barré syndrome on top of my already 2 autoimmune diseases. And that's not even with the fibromyalgia, that's on top of it as well. Like I am, that's another thing I say, and I'll touch wood. If anybody was going to get something last March 12 months and not be here, it would be me. I have all the problems and all the medication I'm on. I shouldn't be here. I'll just, and touch wood that I am here. But people have to realise people with illnesses cannot be jabbed. They can't, because they don't know for me personally, they don't know if I'll get another autoimmune disease on top of the problems that I have with this one's already. They don't know if it'll react with the medications I'm on. And I don't want to take a chance, and that's my right, I think. Until there's more scientific proof that I won't get another autoimmune disease. I know where my future is going. I know where it's going to end up. I don't want to end up that way faster than it would be originally. I'd like another extra couple of years added on to me. I don't want to take a few years off, if that makes sense. So there's other reasons than anti-vax vaccines that people aren't getting it. They're getting it because they can't. because it's not safe for them. There hasn't been enough testing done, and people are marching that have the two done. They've taken the two, and that's their prerogative. Just doors opening and closing, nobody coming in or out. Raphael, he's the archangel of healing. So he is trying to heal people, people who have had side effects and people who just feel lousy in themselves. He is the angel to go to for healing. His energy is green, which is like earth. You have leaves, grass, lots of green things that are healing. And also, don't get me in trouble, it's not even just he's not just telling you to go and get healing from the grass and the nature and the stuff, but he says there's holistic healing as well, and that's going to start playing a big role in our future. It'll be more holistic and less medical, and that's where we're going to be headed quite soon, actually, because pharma is fighting against us regarding healing properties and helping each other with healing remedies, I'll say. But that's going to change, where everybody's going to actually go towards a more holistic healing process, biologically, psychologically, spirituality, anyway, but you know what I mean. Biological, biopsychosocial, and religious, and I still don't remember the one I want. Anyway, biological, sociological, psychological. Oh my God. It was thinking of what I was trying not to say. Trying not to say the words with Raphael that he wanted me to say. I got confused and tried to overjump the words he wanted me to say. But I'm sure everybody knows the words he was trying to get out. Oh, the spirits and angels who try and get me to say the weirdest things. This is tricky because I don't know, does it follow the first two cards? It does, but I'm trying to find out how. So I'll just say Desiree. She's saying that there's no things aren't unfavorable right now. But you need to look into other sources of information, other sources of healing. Yeah, okay. And if you're stuck, I don't know if you can read that. If you're stuck, always ask your angels for guidance. Now, I will also say, talk straight to God. Talk to your spirits that have crossed over, that you know that would have only your own best interests at heart. Because the angelic realm are out there, and they are there to help us. They're kind of a bridge from us to God, because some people believe that they don't have or shouldn't deserve straight links to their religion and their to source, regardless of what source that is, what religion they follow. There's always a head of that religion. there's the hierarchy in all religions. So, but I have found out that they are all under the one God. If people would actually just unite and explain and see what's happening, they have the same deities, they have the same goddesses, that everything is the same, and it all leads to the same God. But people don't realize that yet, which is sad. But people are actually more prone to talk to angels than they are straight link to God. But there is that straight link to God, because the messages are coming from him anyway, to the angels and to you. But you do have that straight link. And he's omnipresent, he's everywhere, so you don't have to think about it. There's other people in the world that might need him a bit more, or pray for other people. Pray for yourself. Use your prayers for yourself. Okay, pray for other people that need it as well, but also pray for yourself. It's like when you go on a plane and the air hostess is up at the top, and she's showing you how to use, he or she is showing you how to use the different the belts and the different pull cords and stuff if you're having a problem with your airplane and have to jump, stuff like that. She always says, take the oxygen first yourself and then give it to your children or whoever's beside you. Because if you're sitting and your two children are beside you and you don't take the oxygen and you give it to them, you're no good to them. You're absolutely no good to them. So always try and look after yourself first in a lot of ways. But because if you're not healthy and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of other people. So always take care of yourself first. Pray for yourself. You're not being selfish, because you can pray for yourself among the other people. And you can talk to your spirits all the time. You don't even have to go, They're there all the time. All the time. Well, not all the time. There's some private times that you have to have for yourself. But they are there a lot of the time. And they're there to help you. And talk to them. Because they can see more from the far other side than we can see from this side, if that makes sense. So that was very short. I don't know what else to talk about now. Has anybody any questions there in chat? I didn't know how to share it to my group. I have to try and do that now when I come off. To angel card reading group in my own Facebook, which I had a load of people in there, so I wasn't actually, I don't know why I wasn't more active in there, but I have become more active yesterday and today. Because times are changing and we need to get messages out quicker. People just need positivity and someone is there when it all hits the fan, and when it all hits the fan and they think they have nowhere to turn, there will always be people that have spirituality and have hope and guidance and faith. So they're the people that will be there for you. So that's why I wanted to post into the group, to let people know that I'm there. I will be there when things get rough and hard. So hopefully they can find peace and comfort in what I say to them. The heat wave, I wasn't ignoring you, Mama Bear. Yes, it is for now. Now it's quite humid. It's cloudy, but the trees are moving, so there's a good breeze out there. I haven't been out myself today yet. I don't think I will go out either. It's getting quite late in the evening. What time is it? 5:15. So I don't know if I'll be going out at this hour of the evening. But it is over for now. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know how people put up with heat. I really don't. And everyone's like, but it's not like this on holidays. No, it's not like that on holidays, because you're booking into hotels and places. So where you're staying is air conditioned from top to bottom, your rooms, all the rooms. You've got a lovely pool downstairs. Most of the people, if they're booking holidays, they'll book along the coast. So you've got the ocean air coming in. Where am I? I am in Ireland. And you have the ocean air coming in to cool you down. But really, here last week it was in 30s. It was 35 in my sister's car. I went up the town to get an ice cream. Or was it the day I went to get my eyes tested? I'm not sure. But it was 35 in the car. It was awful. That'd be 90s, late 90s Fahrenheit. I think that's what it showed up on my phone when I checked the Fahrenheit to the Celsius. And we're not used to that. Like today, I think, hold on, I'll find out. Maybe not on this phone. This phone tends to tell me nothing. No. The good old reliable old iPhone. Still going after years. That'll tell me what the temperature is. And this is what we're used to. 16 degrees. 16 degrees Celsius. A high of 16 and a low of 11. And the humidity, it's saying it's raining, but it's not raining right now. Humidity is 81%. So it is sticky and clammy and close, but it's not in the 30s. Oh my God. And it was searing heat. It was like the sun was just over Ireland last week, trying to burn the life out of us. And no air, no breeze, no nothing. It was horrible. And I loved going on holidays and being in the sun. It does affect my illnesses. Yes, it does. Sun does affect lupus. I know that question was going around for a couple of years there. Yes, it does. But it also has its benefits for other illnesses that come in with lupus and vasculitis, like rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis. In my neck, I have osteoarthritis. In my lower back, there's 6 or 8. I'm not sure what the doctor said. There's nerves trapped in between my discs. So when I go on holidays, the first thing I do, get off the plane and I just stretch, because the heat, and I don't know what it is. It just, my whole body just gives one big crack in the bones, and I feel like I'm in heaven. So yes, you can go on holidays to hot places with these illnesses. It does actually help them. So people who are saying that you're not supposed to go out and whatever, yeah, you do burn easy. You're advised to bring factor 50, or we have a certain one for the medications that people are on. Here it's quite strong, and it's it interacts with the medications that you're on, so you won't get sunburns. There's like, I don't know what, there's loads I'm on, like, but I don't know which ones it is that affects the sun. But yeah. What oh yeah, the weather. I forgot what led me on to that. So yeah, it's grand. It's what we're used to in the summer here, like warm rain. The only thing that meme always gets me. The only thing that changes in an Irish summer is we get warm rain. Stage 4. I didn't know that. I did not know that. How come you didn't tell me that before? My neck. I can feel it mostly this side. So no matter what there's a little crack. No matter what I do, it's all down my shoulders and down to just between my shoulder blades. All down there from the bottom of my cranial, right down to the middle of my shoulder blades. I get the pain on one side, and then I get the numbness and everything else from the fibromyalgia. I get it all down my left side, and that also has to do with the nerves trapped at the bottom of my back. There's no signal getting to my my nerve endings, so I get tingling and pins and needles all the time, pretty much with my arm. If I lean on it like that for any length of time, I get pins and needles down my arm, and then it starts to go down my leg. Yeah, my mother had arthritis too, and one of my sisters has it in her hands, which is really awful because this sister, she loves dancing and jiving, and well, she hasn't been able to go dancing in a while, in 18 months anyway, but she used to love jiving and waltzing and foxtrotting and the whole lot. And because she has the arthritis in her hands, she can't move her wrists. That wrist was hurting me yesterday. She can't move her wrists or her fingers to hold on to the partner she's dancing with. It causes her awful trouble. But you know what she puts on her? Putching. Sometimes she will put some putching on her hands. And I was working with a woman a few years ago, and she said she was going dancing with her husband, but she already had her arthritis was playing up shocking, and she knew she wanted to go, and she knew she'd be dancing, so she'd be in bits after. So after her shower, before she put on her clothes, she rubbed putching into her whole body. But sure, of course, her pores were open, so it went straight into her bloodstream. And this woman doesn't drink, and oh my God, she said she was absolutely belugas drunk. She couldn't stand, never mind dance. She was that drunk. Like, don't put alcohol on open pores. You will get drunk. Yeah, and there was me telling somebody last night to drink the whiskey hot toddies. But they do work. They do work. They sweat it out of you. But putching is it's the Irish moonshine. It's illegal. If the guards got any wind of anybody making it, I know kind of the ingredients that goes into it. Potato skins is about the only one I know, but people have put car batteries into it and all sorts of queerness, and it's no wonder they get drunk and absolutely lucified. And I was in a friend's house years ago, and this lad came in with I don't drink either, so I don't even know why I did it. He had clear stuff in a bottle of vodka. Yeah, I think I can say that. In a vodka bottle, big vodka bottle. And he said, take a swig of that. And I was like, no, don't want it. I don't drink. I don't want anything got to do with that. I want to go home. And he was like, I should take one mouthful. Well, oh, my holy mother of divine Lord. Oh, holy mother. So I said, how do I get this out of me? I'm locked. I have to go home. I don't know what I'm at. What is going on? How will I? They told me drink water. Whatever you do, if you're on the pushing, don't drink water. It sets you all over the place. All over the place. And I was getting drunk with every mouthful, and I was like, I'm going to be sick. And no, keep drinking the water. Drinking the water. You'll be fine. That's shocking. And you know, they say, now I'm going to forget about the pushing. They say exercise is actually meant to be good for arthritis, both osteo and rheumatoid. Oh yeah, I've rheumatoid in my hips. But the arthritis is part of the vasculitis with me. But yeah, locked all together with the coaching and the water. I honestly thought it was vodka. I trusted them. Don't trust people to get you drunk. I wonder would the extreme exercising have made you put fluid around your joints to make it worse? I could imagine. Trying to think how extreme would extreme be. I'll put fluid around your around your limbs, your joints. I don't know where I was going with that. Something about the fluid and the joints. This was doing my head in last week, this memory stuff. And that text message. And is it still as sore as it was? After you've had that done. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the text message. My eldest son, his girlfriend, my second youngest, and his daughter were all in the sitting room with me one of the days last week, and we're all talking over each other. And I was so flaring from the heat. Oh my god, I was in an actual heap from the heat, and I was texting. Can't remember who I was texting. So I'm only glad I didn't send it before I read it, because I had the first 3 or 4 words written, understandable. But then my eldest son started talking, and my head can't deal with all of it. One person, I can only concentrate on one person at a time. That's why I'm going for the MRI. My head it's playing up a bit, but I can only concentrate on one person at a time. So I was concentrating like the bejeebus and on the text, but my son started talking across the sitting room to his girlfriend, and I was texting away, and then I read it, and I was like, oh god, everything my son had said to his girlfriend was in the text. I was actually texting his words and had forgotten my words that I wanted to text to the person, so I had to delete it. So it was like, I kind of need a break from doing all these things, in case I was actually afraid I'd actually say something that other people were saying to me and it'd be the wrong thing into what whoever I was texting. So I was afraid to text. I was afraid to do anything in case I made that mistake and didn't check it before I sent it. So yeah, that was weird. Went out to dinner with himself on Saturday, and the waitress came over. Now I know her. This place we eat in quite regular. My scooter doesn't get me too far, so it gets me kind of up as far as this hotel and another place, but we go into the hotel, and I got the scooter second hand, third hand, fourth hand. I don't know where it was from before I got it, but it's seen its better days. I need to get a new one. But I went in and we were sitting down, and a family friend came over, and she was chatting to us, and she had her baby with her, and the waitress, thank God I know her, and her brother comes down to our house, and so she knows what I'm like. But I was like, can't talk to you. I forget you remember what I'm talking to you about. I want steak, medium rare. Oh, gee, I don't know what steak I get. What steak do I get? And he said, I don't know. You think of, he makes me think. He makes me think about it. So does my eldest son. They don't let me away with answering for me. They make me think it through. And I was like, okay. And I was looking at the menu, and I was like, okay, mushrooms, that's the one I get, because the other one has tomatoes on it, and I don't like sun-dried tomatoes. I love mushrooms. So that's how I knew. And Jerry was, yeah, good girl. You know, like, you did it. So I remembered that. And then I had to remember the other conversation. And then the waitress was like, what would you like to drink with that? I don't know whether she was having the lols with me or what, but she was like, what drink would you like with that? I was like, I'd have a pint. And I don't drink. Anyway, and then I started the conversation again with the family friend with the baby. But it was hard, you know, and people do that so naturally, you know, they can flow from one conversation to another. I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to, like, I was an actress in our local amateur dramatics, and I was there for, oh my God, 20 years, I think, or something. And I would go up and I'd have everybody's script learned. Everybody's. The reason why I would learn everyone's script would be because if anybody loses a line, then I can take it up, or I can cue them what their line is. I can re-cue it, or I can, you know, I can say, oh, well, is this how, you know, so as the play will run along, streamline perfectly. And I don't think I could even remember my own part now if I was to go and do a play. And I miss that, shocking. Oh my God, I miss acting, because I could be. The thing about acting is you're a different person. You're not yourself. And you can portray that person as you want to portray them. I miss acting a lot. I miss dancing a lot. Yeah. I really do miss them. I miss work, but I miss acting and dancing an awful lot. That's kind of sad. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to bring down the tone. But yeah, I love acting. Love dancing. All kinds of dancing. Anyway, it's the concrete. That's the problem. It's so bad on your knees and your hips. Oh my God, concrete is the worst. Before I got sick, I used to walk with my friend, and I'd have the pro running Skechers on, the bouncy ones, because we do the canal twice. Now the canal, I think, is 5 miles. I'm not sure, but we'd do that twice. And in the mornings, when I'd leave my daughter into her beauty course in Longford, I'd, right beside the school she would go to, the college she would go to, there was the leisure centre is there. So if she was having a half day or whatever, I'd go and do a few laps of the pool, and then I'd go home and I'd do me walk of the canal. And I was well able for it, but I don't know, I don't know. Like, my friend would bring her dogs, a chocolate brown lab and a golden lab, and we'd walk the 2 dogs around the canal. And I honestly don't know what happened. It was just illnesses. They were probably in my body from when I was young, and they were never diagnosed because they're so rare. Especially to have these 2 illnesses together. There's only one man in the country that have these 2 together. And he's in a high back wheelchair right now. He's got them that long. His mobility and everything is just not great. And yeah, I wish I'd known it too. That's why all pro runners have that the bouncy stuff that you put in kids' playrooms now, and AstroTurf, I think it is, all the way around. So, and they run with their feet, not with trainers on, because it's a more natural way to run. Because when you're running with the trainers, you're kind of not putting your feet in the position running that you should be doing. I'm quiet now. Himself was after coming in from the shop. So you can hear, I don't know if you can hear my cricky bones, but they're bad. Crickety owl bones. Anybody else, or even yourself, Team Psych Ward, anybody want to chat about anything particular?
Right.
Yeah. No. That is Josh. I can. Is there any question? You just asked the question in your head there, what you'd like to know, and I'll pull a card. Okay. The door's flying it again. There's a pet around you. There's a pet around you, but this is a pet that's in spirit, and it's just trying to reassure you that you've been thinking about it. It's telling you to work with pets. That there's a pet in your past that has that's showing you to be working with pets. There's pets here and in heaven that will guide you to your own. Oh Jesus, Yvonne's in. Sit down. I've told you 101 times what your direction is. But we'll try it again. Oh, you love dogs? Your desire is on its way, and your desire is on its way, and it will come into fruition. But you have to keep going, working towards it, and finding out and educating yourself upon it. Working with children is what it keeps coming up as for you. But there is another option. You can take another option. Yeah, there's another option that you can take. But it still says children and Children are who you're meant to be working with. I actually don't even understand what that question is to ask. I'll ask the angels what you should do about his guilt, because I can't read the rest of that message. I'm so sorry, but I'll ask the angels what you should do about his guilt. No. Healing. I'll take out a different deck, sorry. Right, I'm going to use a different deck because it's healing and because it's got to do with what is he meant to do in regards to healing himself and moving forward with his life. That's the wrong deck for him. Sorry. Because he needs healing more than messages. Okay, I don't want to give him a message. Okay. The first card is healing. So he needs to find a way of getting the problems that he's facing and his anguish out. It needs to be in a resting way, like meditation or gentle counseling, if that makes sense. Not anything harsh, because he is so delicate right now. He needs gentle encouragement and gentle treatment. So because it's so deep in his because it's so deep ingrained in him, he needs to get it out in a healthy way and gently, with proper psychologist or psychiatrist, someone that'll ease him on gently, encourage him gently, motivate him gently. But does this guy play music? Because his healing is from music. If he plays music or if he listens to music, that's when he's in his healing space. So even if he could get, I'm actually getting all sweaty. Even if he could get counselling that has music therapy in it. I know here we have music therapy. We have music therapy, art therapy, and all of that sort of stuff. So if he doesn't play music, he should listen to music. If he does play music, find a counselling session, a healing session that has music as part of the healing. And it's usually you'll go and everybody's in a group. And well, when I was training here, everyone is in a group and they'll get their the musician that'll come in and do the healing, do the session with the clients, would hand out bells or triangles or what you call those, tambourines, and and they'd say what's this song? And they could play a little bit, and everyone has to guess what song it is. And it's just a fun atmosphere. It's gentle, it's healing, and it's fun. I used to love those sessions, and they're really, really good. And then at the end of it all, for the last, say, 20 minutes or so, the guy had a songbook, and they could pick out a song out of the songbook, and everybody could sing it and play their instruments at the same time. And it was amazing to see everybody just enjoy themselves and take themselves out of the anguish and hate and fear and all the horrible feelings they have towards themselves. Just for those, that 55 minutes was worth its weight in gold, really. So I hope that helps, that you can get that sort of help. Yes, Mama Bear, hold on now. What am I looking at? Jesus. Couldn't find the pointer. Art and communication, yeah. And I believe I said that it was art and communication regarding. You don't need to hear. Okay. Working with children regarding did have problems. That have trauma and issues, and they would go into you and have their session, and it would be an art session, so as they could explain through art what the problems they were going through and everything, because kids express themselves through art and colour better than they can verbally. Now, so Mama Bear. Oh, you're celebrating soon. I'd rather go and this sounds like daddy jokes. What would I rather do? I can't stand Crom Cruise, and I don't like Walker either. So I'd rather eat poop pie in a poop shed. Yeah. So you're having a celebration. I think it's a wedding. Yeah, I think it's a wedding coming up for you. I'm asking, is it a family or friend that will be getting married in the near future? And they're like, it's a family friend. Like, how am I supposed to answer that? Whatever. Okay, it's a family friend. That doesn't answer my question though. So you're going to be going to a celebration. I think it's a wedding. Normally I'm told if it's a wedding, a christening, a communion, a confirmation, but I think this is a wedding and it's a celebration. So you're going celebrating stuff, having a good time. I know what I want to ask for you. You see, this is the free will thing. I can do free will. I can ask questions for people under free will once they're there in front of me. I can't just go and say, can I have answers? I don't say, can I have answers for such and such person that's not there in front of me. It's against the law of attraction. This person was in your life from when you were a child. You were child friends, and I believe that's part of the wedding. It's also about the children that have crossed over. Children that have passed are actually blessing it and giving it the okay to go ahead, and they're happy. And you're actually, friendship as well also stands for how good you are to your friends, and that you hold deep friendships. You hold them quite close to your heart, which we all know you are a good person, and you always think of your friends all the time, and you're quite kind that way. Well, you're kind every way, but you just put your friends first. So I hope to hear about this wedding you're going to be celebrating in the next couple of months, and childhood friendship, or even a teenager friendship, or it's a close friendship that you have with this person, and the children are saying they give it the okay, that they're happy for it to go ahead. So yeah, you need a party, don't you? Jesus Christ, it's been long enough, hasn't it, without any fun times. So an hour and 10 minutes, that's quite long for me as well. I think I've said everything I needed to say. I'm going to do, I think I'll always do my lives, will always be with cards and chat and motivation, helping people move along. But I think when I record stuff, it'll usually be about the fibromyalgia and tips and stuff that can help people with fibromyalgia. I'm sure the girls don't want to be sitting around listening to people with fibro, or what tips or whatever I have for people. I'm sure they don't want to go through that and listen to that for however many minutes. So I'm going to put that through video for people, and because it's something that's so common, but nobody really knows how to help each other. I'll tell you what I do need, and what would be so handy for me, because I don't get to do makeup anymore. And if you saw my room now, I have a hell of a lot of makeup, and I have so many brushes. But some of the brushes, let's see this one here, some of them are quite narrow, so it kind of hurts my fingers and my wrist from the fibro when I'm trying to put on the bit blusher or highlighter stuff. So I'd love if a company could kind of make it maybe that down here, so that you're holding it this way and able to hold it better, have a better grip on it. I think that would be great. I think a lot of women would find that handy, because it's so hard to hold the brushes, or if they're small. That's chubby, so that's okay. That's like a pencil, so that's okay. But it's so hard, so hard on your hands putting on makeup and that. But that's just something I'd like for somebody to invent. It would be a great thing for us. And if you're inventing it, come to me, because I'm going to patent it. Because my idea, I'm not going to patent it. I like to come all hard, and I used to say to my partner, no, I'm not crossing anything off my list, just go away. I used to say to my partner, I'm all hard and SH. And he's like, oh yeah, you're hard as rotten nails. And I'd have my biker jacket on me and my leather pants and whatever. I'm fucking I hope that it wasn't hard. And he'd just laugh at me. I'm not hard at all. Squishy soft. in my heart. So that's it. I'm only getting back into the tubes this week. Well, yes, last night really, when the temperature went down. I'm not looking forward to next week. It's going back up again for a day or two. August is supposed to be complete heat wave. I'll be DED dead. I'll be so DED dead. There'll be nothing for me. Only a coffin. Better be a fridge I'm putting. That's all I'll say. Plug it in the fridge and throw me corpse in there. I'll be sound. Yeah. So yeah, next week is more heat wave. So I've only really gotten back into the tubular world of YouTube last night, yesterday. So I've so many. I went in to see how many videos I had to catch up on. 47. 47. And most of the people I watch and go to watch, I'm not even subscribed to them. So how have I 47 of ones that I haven't watched? I'm not on top of the ones that I watch and won't give a subscribe to, because I don't want my name coming up under their thingies. Petty, so petty. Oh my god, I'm so petty. So there's nothing really I can say about the tubes this week. Tubulars. Yeah, no, there's not. Nothing really. I have to watch, and I'll plug it here. True Psych Ward, What's Weekly, and the case study files, or the file case study. The True Psych Ward and the two sister channels, I have to watch them tonight because I have a lot of catching up to do with them. I'm afraid to watch last night's upload because I know I missed one last week, maybe two last week, and I don't want to go ahead of myself and get confused, but I am going to have to go back to the start again as well to watch them all again. So that's it. That's it from me and Bly today, and we shall talk to you soon. That's about the only thing I have to say in the whole thing, is the Bly story. If I was to say anything, but I said about them last week, and I was like, oh, no, I don't want to post this now, so I won't. Yeah. I won't give my opinion on that today. Thank you, Team Psych Ward. I like when you're on lives too. I also like when you're in the group. You're so funny. Because you're so kind and gentle and sweet, but somebody annoy you. There's another side to you. Love it. I love it. I love it. Petty is my favorite color. I know. And you know, it suits everybody. Absolutely suits everybody. And you can wear it as a skirt. You can wear it as halter neck. Yeah, petty is so universal in shade. So much shade. Can actually put it into your tea too. A little bit of petty in your tea. And you can go a long way. Maybe that's what I put in my water instead of ice. If I put petty into my water instead of ice, I could be dangerous. I could be dangerous. 50-11 personalities. You do. Yeah. As many tabs as opened, you have personalities. So, I think I'm done. And anybody else want to put in a dad joke? while someone's on live. God love the person that gets those dad jokes all the time. I can't even remember any on the spot now. No, memory's crap. I wonder, can I type it in here? Awful dad jokes. I have to do my nails tonight. They're too long to type with. 150 dad jokes, so bad they're actually hilarious. I can't imagine that, but we'll see. I have to find out as well how to whatchamacallit. How to screen share. Oh my god. I can't take my dog to the pond anymore because the ducks keep attacking him. That's what I get for buying a purebred dog. My wife said I was immature, so I told her to get out of my fort. Yeah, I can imagine my son saying these things. Why is it a bad idea to iron your 4-leaf clover? Because you shouldn't press your luck. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know which comes first. Okay. Yeah, we'll go back to the live. Oh my god. Now you have a few for a live later on. Do you still do the dad jokes? Get out of my fort. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, told her to get out of my fort. Yeah, you have to say that to him later. So I shall arrivederci, and thanks for the chat. Thanks for keeping me company and letting me read some cards. And that's it. Happy to have you around. And if anybody is going to watch this from the card group that I have up, I'd like it if you would like and share and hit the bell, because it just gets me seen, and so my message can get out to other people, because I do the message for worldwide usually first, and then I'll take it into the chat and get people to have cards pulled and see how they are going to manage their lives in future, or just be happy in future. Healing or messages from the angels. I don't really do tarot on this. I do have my tarot deck, but I don't usually do it on YouTube because it gets very intricate and personal, and I don't like overly personal information coming out and doxing people. Really, I don't want to be doing that. And it's private to that person anyway. YouTube does not need to know people's business, just the fun stuff. And the healing and the messages from angels are all just fun stuff, and they won't tell you anything bad or anything negative. They will guide you as well if you need guidance, but they won't tell you anything bad about your past, your present, or your future, which the tarot do. And that's what I do with them privately. I'll do tarot readings usually. I also talk to spirit. I think I have had a few spirits in here earlier on. Fairies. I was talking about the fairies on the last live, and they do play around with me, shocking. And they going for my eye test last week, and I had a form from the health association here, because I'm a diabetic, so I know nothing works inside me at all. Everything is wrong. So I was I had the two forms for me and my son together in an envelope, and I knew where I put them. I knew I saw them only the day before, and I was like, I can't find. I found my son's one, but my one went missing. And I looked in the room for days. The day of the eye test, I nearly ripped the place apart. And even after the eye test, because it took them a week to fix them, so I could leave the form in later, I searched my locker. If I'd searched it once, I searched all 3 drawers in my locker 100 times and took out envelopes and everything. Jer looked in the drawers as well, couldn't find it. And I knew it was them. I knew because I had been talking about them on the last live, and I knew it was them. So I said to Jer when we were leaving the house for the eye test, I was like, I'm going to find that when I get home. And he was like, yeah, you probably will. I said, no, I'm going to find that when I get home, when it's too late. But when I got into the place, they said to me that I could leave it as a deposit. And when I find the form, to bring them in when I was collecting the glasses. And I was like, oh, no, this is shocking. And the morning, they texted me in the morning, Specsavers, that my glasses were ready. My glasses and nobody else's glasses was ready. And I was like, fairies, this is my last chance. You know, I really need it back. I really need to find it. And looked in the bottom drawer. I swear if I looked in that drawer once, it was 100 times. And there it was on top of everything else. They're shocking. They're devils. Never trust fairies. I trust you. Because they'll lose something else on me and then I'll be damaged altogether. Yeah, fairies are shocking. And so with that, don't take the fun out of fairies because they will get back at you. And I will leave you and talk to you all soon. Thanks for everyone in chat. Thanks for everybody for chatting and the whole lot. I'm really grateful. And talk to you soon. Bye-bye.